let me bring in Vivek Tankha, Member of Parliament of the Congress Party and also a senior lawyer. And we'll also then go across to Nalin Kohli of the Bharatiya Janata Party, a lawyer as well, to try and understand both political and legal ramifications as far as this case is concerned. Mr. Tankha, let me begin with you. Thank you so much for speaking to us here on NDTV. The court has not taken cognizance of this case, sir. I want to understand the charge sheet which was filed by the Enforcement Directorate based on the complaint of the CBI and, of course, based on the individual complaint of Subramaniam Swamy. The court says their plea is not maintainable. What does this mean for Rahul and Sonia Gandhi? Both are accused in this case.
It only means that the entire action of ED was without jurisdiction and against the law, which means that the settled law is that there has to be an FIR registered by police to initiate any action under PMLA. That is the settled law. Now, even that settled law was unsettled in this case by filing, by commencing proceedings of PMLA on the basis of a private complaint filed by Mr. Swamy. Now, a private complaint is not an FIR. It's a complaint by an individual. And that was not the law. And the entire hounding operation and the defamatory operation that took place over the years was only to defame Congress Party and the Gandhi family. And now it has come out true. And this is what I call Satyameva Jayate. Justice lives in this country, and justice even lives at the level of magistracy. You know, we normally would look to Supreme Court for big judgments. Now, today, I'm proud of the fact that the trial court in Delhi has shown the right way in a very courageous way.
You know, both the ED and the BJP has been saying that it's an erroneous judgment and it will be challenged in the higher courts, Mr. Tankha.
This is an option always with the other side, which has lost the case. This is their legal right, so I can't challenge their legal right. But I'm sure even if they go up in appeal, what are they going to achieve? I mean, if the law is that there has to be an FIR, this is what the Supreme Court has said in Vijay Chaudhary's case, and it has been then reiterated in lots of other cases that there has to be a predicate offence. Now, if there is no predicate offence, how did the ED even commence its proceedings? That's the question we are asking. But but there is one issue which I feel I think the court has given its opinion, but I think it seems to be contrary to law, that a copy of the FIR will not be provided to the accused persons. Now, that is completely contrary to the criminal jurisprudence that we have known. Now, if you don't give a copy of the FIR to the affected people, then how will they challenge it? How will they go to the next higher court and say this is wrong? And then it's an accusation. Why are you trying to protect that accusation? Keep it confidential. What is confidential about an FIR? The law is in 24 hours. It should be filed. It should give it to the court, and the party affected.
Okay, Mr. Tankha, let me ask you this then. Is there an understanding that because BJP and I just played out what Mr. Amit Malviya of the Bharatiya Janata Party also said, that there is nothing to celebrate as far as the Gandhis are concerned. There is a hearing which is scheduled as far as the FIR which has been registered by the EOW, the Economic Offences Wing of the Delhi Police. Is there an understanding that this possibly was an afterthought? There was an understanding that the ED could not be on very solid grounds and hence the Delhi police jumped in right in the end.
This is a complete afterthought. When they realize they are not succeeding before the trial court, I am sure during the course of arguments, this realization must have dawned on them. Even their counsels are well-read counsels. They must have read the Supreme Court judgments. They must not be knowing the law. So this is an afterthought which came to register an FIR. So to revalidate the proceedings which have already taken place. Now, how can you revalidate a proceeding which is based upon no jurisdiction? I mean, that has to end. Now you have registered a FIR. Now this FIR, the new FIR will have to be judged on its own merits. It can be challenged also. Now for that they say no, it is confidential, it can't be given to you. So actually you're turning the criminal jurisprudence upside down. It's not a question of Gandhis. It's also not a question of Congress. This is not the way to hound your political opponents, because today we may be your opponent, tomorrow you could be in the same position and we could be the ruling party.
Okay.
The rule of law must prevail in this country, and somewhere I always feel that police administration also and the investigating machineries, as Supreme Court has opined in Prakash Singh's case, you have to separate that from the hands of the government.
Okay.
Otherwise, in India, these agencies have become a tool of the ruling party. Now, this is not a good thing.
Can I then, ask you further, sir? And in conclusion, let me ask you this. The Congress today is celebrating, calling it a big relief for Sonia and Rahul Gandhi and your leadership, other leaders, those who were named in this. I remember when the IRCT case came in and the cognizance was taken against Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family. At that point of time, the Congress said it is just a matter of procedure, while the BJP was, in fact, calling it prima facie admission of guilt. Is the Congress reading too much? It is just a matter of procedure. The ED can still come in on the FIR which the Delhi police had registered.
No, but for the last 3, 4, 5 years, National Herald was their biggest red flag against the Congress party. As if the Gandhi family has done some great wrong, and they have taken over properties belonging to AJL. Nothing of that sort has happened. Everything has happened with full consent, with full consciousness. It's a two-company relationship. Nobody is objected to it. No congressman has objected. No AGL person has objected. I don't know how between two consenting parties a private party can step in and ED can step in.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tankha, for speaking to me at this moment and presenting the Congress side of the story on this, very important issue.